Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. Something going on with the cover. I don't know what the fuck just went down. I got all my lights in behind the camera. I don't, child. I don't know, but I done spent over an hour working with this, and I still can't get it how I want it. So we gonna pray and we're gonna proceed on, and hopefully this won't be a big disturbance to those of y'all who small stuff like this will bother. I hope it don't be too much of a problem. I can't fix it. I don't know what's going on, and I'll be damned if I go sit outside in the heat just to record a video. So we gonna roll on with it like this here. You can see the most important parts. You can see me. So we gonna roll on, okay? We're gonna talk about last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I think it was season 6, episode 11. Keep it real, empanada and water roach. Child, they was talking like empanada ain't nothing but a stuffed bread or pastry that you bake or you fry. If you do it right, it's good, child. It's the equivalent to a damn negative meat pie. That's all it is, and that's what old girl Karlie was calling this good. It's the leader or whatever her name is. Hopefully it'll fix. I don't know. That shit really starting to disturb me in my spirit because I want my shit to show right. But hey, okay. Anyway, y'all remember last week Karlie Redd and Joseline met up and it went left real quick. Karlie got all upset because Joseline was telling her she's messy and that she's the bone carrier. She gets so upset that she gets to acting all irate. She runs out the room. Joseline looking at her just as calm, cool, and collected and said, "Bitch, a mess." Now she out there in the hallway talking to Diamond. She having an Ayana moment, if you ask me. This girl out here all upset. I've had her back. Okay, or whatever, you know. Anyway, long story short, she's convinced to go back in the room, and once she come in there, I guess Joseline at this point, like, you know what, let me just stop taunting this bitch, because she can't take it. So I'm going to go ahead on and be nice to her. Karlie, you look real nice. I'm sorry that I didn't think that telling you what I've been saying about you was going to make you this upset, but going forward, you know you miss it, but me and you, we could be cool again if you agree to the following terms. And the terms is, don't be bringing me no bad news and don't bring me no news about my man. And I can understand that. Who want a friend that every time you with this person, all they can do is bring you bad news about what's going on in your relationship, or else they talking shit to you about, you know, somebody else. Sometimes you just want to be around friends that don't bring the drama, and clearly Karlie don't understand that because she keep doing the same shit over and over again. But they decide, I mean, they agree, you know, she gonna keep her mouth closed. She gonna stop carrying bones to Joseline, and they hug it out. Now, why Dime and Melissa was crying over this here was beyond me, bitch. But that's what they were doing, okay? I said, that's. Oh yeah, and before I move on to the next scene, remember that envelope that she had when she was telling Karlie Redd, if you don't stop carrying mess around, I'm gonna expose you. Well, just like we knew anyway, it wasn't anything in that damn envelope. She was just calling Karlie's bluff and stuff. So they begged good girlfriends, I'm assuming, at least for now. Now Stevie J, he go meet up with Kirk. He want Kirk to do better. He done been there in Kirk's position before, and he urging him to, man, just go and do the DNA. Now Kirk tell us, look, I wasn't crazy. I didn't come to Scrappy's little going away party because I felt in my spirit it was gonna be some fuck shit involved. And Kirk, Stevie tell him, yeah, it was. Your mother-in-law was up there trying to encourage all your friends to convince you to do this DNA test. Child, he said that he ain't gonna do no DNA test. He said when the time is right, then he'll take that DNA. But right now, the time ain't right for it. Next, we see Tammy, Mimi, and Rasheeda meeting up for drinks and mess as usual. And that's where we get another introduction to Miss Estelita. She's going to be the Latin, the forefront Latin person on Danger Zone. That's Stevie J's little music adventure, okay? Now, Mimi was excited. In the book of her mind, Joseline was the mistress that messed up her and Stevie J. She's assuming that Estelita is going to be the mistress that messes up Joseline and Stevie J now that she is out the picture. Regardless of what went down, Mimi, I think now I get her being upset about Jocelyn as far as not wanting her daughter around her and not wanting to be around her because what Jocelyn said last year was real nasty. She accused this man of molesting his own child. Even said his father did the same thing and had one of her so-called relatives or something going along with the shit. Okay, so I understand her being mad, but girl, you always bothered by Jocelyn, and Jocelyn don't be bothered by you. You have a real problem with letting go of the past. Now, I ain't saying let go of what the good done said. I'm talking about you need to get over that initial hurt that you've been carrying since season one, and that's because this man left you for Jocelyn. That's your problem with her. They get to talking about Oh, girl says she the Latin artist. She the first Latin artist on Danger Zone. They asked what about Joseline. As the leader say, Stevie say she's the only one. So they encouraging her. You might want to go check with Stevie. She said when she first came to Atlanta, she in fact did stay with Stevie J and Joseline was there, but their paths never crossed. Now my question was, that must have been that season where Mona rented that big mansion because why? How the hell y'all lived in the same house together with Joseline there, and you ain't never met Joseline? Joseline ain't never met you. Mm. Mimi so pressed as usual. She tell Estelita to talk to Stevie about this situation because Joseline known for messing up his business adventures, and then she goes so far as to get this girl her number. Talking about call if you ever need to. Mimi, why? Again, you stay pressed behind this woman who pays you dust. Girl, you need to work on something like going back to whoever did them titties and get them together. Because them things is fucked up, girl. I don't give a fuck. Them things look a horrid mess. Girl, them things look like two cinder blocks sitting up on your chest. They look painful. And I know they hard. They don't look like they got no bounce ability. They look like they just hard as hell. But anyway, Tammy planning this trip to Jamaica and she wants all the girls to go with them to include Melissa. She's also gonna be having a swimsuit fashion show out there as well. And Mimi cool with it, but she a little bit cold with. She don't know how to take Melissa because Mimi acting like Melissa ain't tell her from the jump that her and Joseline was friends. If I know that my two friends who I share, we friends, but they don't like each other, I'm not gonna tell you how close I'm getting with neither one of them. The only thing I'm gonna do is when I'm with one, we're not gonna discuss you, and when I'm with you, we're not gonna discuss the other one. I don't understand this. You gotta make a decision type of shit. What the fuck what grade we in? Are we not adults? Grown people should be able to have friendships with whoever the hell they want to without there being any problems. I don't understand why Mimi making such a big deal about this. She's talking about Melissa downplayed her friendship with Jocelyn. No, she didn't. She just didn't tell you shit about it because she already know you don't like her. So why the hell would I be giving you a progress report on what going on between me and a bitch you don't like? That don't make no sense. Child. She stay pressed. Stay pressed. She gonna go because it's part of her damn storyline. She ain't got no choice. Just like this next person I'm finna talk about, which is Jessica Dime. And I wants to know why Jessica Dime didn't come on this show like this in the first place. She looks so pretty with the black natural look. I mean, that pink and red and all of that might work for some people. I ain't knocking you if that's your thing, but some people just look better when they got less clown shit on. Jessica Dime, when she got all that red and pink looking hair, she looked like a Nicki Minaj knockoff, and she looks cheap. Whereas in this scene last night, she looked it very soft. She looked it more real, and she was easy to digest. Now it could be because we met her man last night. She happy. She with her man. Say she been knowing him for a minute, but they never really had the opportunity to really just try to see what could be between the two of them, because he's a ball player, and of course he was in and out of town all the time. But now I guess they're in a position to where they're now going to be able to try to make a relationship out of what it is that they feel toward each other. And she's saying she don't know if she want to go to Jamaica because of her and Tammy not on the best terms, and he urging her to go and make amends with Tammy, because come to find out he friends with Walker Flocka. She's saying she gonna go to try to make peace, and I'm again as if she has a choice. Girl, you was going anyway. Now, Mimi and Eva meet up with Stevie at her house to tell her about the birth of her little sister, Bonnie Bella. That little girl was cool. Mimi be acting like everything is about her daughter. But girl, your daughter is fine. Y'all told her about that baby. That girl told her daddy, as long as I remain your princess, I'm cool with me having a little sister. In fact, Stevie said, well, you going to always be my little princess, but what you going to teach your sister growing up? And she been trained very well. She said, I'm going to teach her how to get this brat. So the little baby done been rehearsed. I thought that shit was cute. And she looked just like Stevie. So I don't, the only problem it is, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't understand how Mimi feel. I get it. This bitch put out a rumor. But girl, you way too pressed about this situation. And then I wonder, okay, now that you got this restraining order against Joseline, excuse me, my question is, how they gonna do the reunion? They gonna do that like they did in New York, where what that girl name was that dated Bow Wow? I forgot. Erica. I thought her name. She was in one room and they was in. I don't know how they gonna work this shit out, but child, whatever. Okay. Now, Mimi down for Eva and Bonnie Bella being sisters and bonding. She just don't want Joseline involved. Okay, whatever. Joseline, she at the Rio, and they asked about the Kirk and Rasheeda situation, and basically she said that shit in a nutshell was fake. Okay, now over um at the swimsuit fitting with Tammie, Karlie, Rasheeda, and Estelita. Okay, although Karlie found it, a little strange that Estelita's around, considering that she friends with Joseline now. She remember what she agreed to, so she gonna keep her mouth off this girl. However, this girl is Karlie Redd was basically shading this girl on the cool. Every time that girl said something interesting, you putting it out there that you ain't cool with this girl. Then she tells the crew that she done made up with Joseline, and they were a bit surprised, but okay. Now, Estelita, in her attempt to be a part of this crew, asked that Joseline was on the real discussing Rasheeda and Kirk's private business, and shows Rasheeda that damn clip. My thing was, why are you getting that involved? Girl, I know you don't watch season 1 through 5. Oh, it's we on season 5. Check what season we on. Okay, 1 through 5. You mean to tell me you ain't never seen how these girls get down? So you just gonna insert yourself into some mess. Girl, do you really want to make beef with Joseline? And I gotta say this as well. Now, you doing too much. Okay? You on some bullshit spilling teas. And Rasheeda talking about her son gonna hear about this now, and she that ain't cool. Girl, stop. Rasheeda, we knew about this months ago, before this girl even got on the reel, because we just seen that a couple of weeks ago when she was on the reel. But the blog's been talking about this for almost a year. Your son is in high school, like 16, 17 years old. You ain't finna tell me your son don't have social media, honey. They all do. Even when we as parents think they don't have it, them motherfuckers be having a Facebook account, a Instagram, a Snapchat, and all that other stuff. They have it. So you telling me just by Joseline getting on camera and answering a question that she was asked, which is what did she think about that? And the only reason why the real ladies asked her about that is because it's been so much so in the blog. Yeah, she probably could have said no comment or I don't know. But you know that ain't Joseline. So she just said what she felt. But her saying that wasn't going to make it no better or no worse for you. Girl, the woman just been basically said what we all saying. The shit seems very contrived. Now, if it ain't, then time will tell. And I don't know about other YouTubers, but I don't got no problem apologizing if I'm wrong. I just think this is some fuck shit. And considering that's what the fuck y'all do on this show, I ain't surprised, okay? Trying to tell us like Joseline gonna be the reason why your son find out about it because she spoke on it on the real. Girl, if you don't stop that bullshit, you better sit your ass down. Now you super concerned. If anything, the boy know that his daddy ain't living in the house no damn more. That's alert. That's an alert something ain't right in itself. Then, like I said, the boy 16, 17 years old. You think he ain't done seen this shit on the blogs? If he hasn't, his friends have, and they done already talked about this shit. Rasheeda had like this some secret. Girl, this ain't no damn secret. Everybody know your team. We just waiting to see how y'all gonna play this fuck shit out, just like y'all played out that fuck shit when you was pregnant. Whatever. Karlie invites all of them to her new location opening for her store Merci, and Joseline is supposed to be invited there as well. Okay, whatever. Now we see Jock getting his pompadour hooked up when Tammy come to see him. She apologized and look, I tried to have some constraint where Karlie Redd is concerned, but I made a mistake. He said, look girl, I didn't know Karlie was going to even come to my show. Then she apologized for using him. He said, look, I wasn't even stressing about that neither, child. He said me and Karlie done had us a conversation about the whole situation, and we decided to remain friends and end whatever this is we was doing, amicably, so that we can be cool, and I will be supporting her at her opening up the new store that she got, because she ain't opening up a different store. This bitch just moved to a different location, and that it is what it is, okay? He did say he hate that he didn't get a chance to tap that. I said, typical nigga behavior. Now, Estelita having a photo shoot, and Stevie arrives, and she telling him that she done met all the girls. Why this bitch talk remedial? Like she reading some shit off the fucking teleprompter, but her reading skills ain't quite up to par. Now, she said she met all the girls, that to include Karlie Redd, who she referred to as a dusty old water roach. She said Karlie was rude to her, and she even though she invited her to her store opening, she still wasn't quite feeling or understanding why this girl did that. Now, Stevie warning her, be careful who she befriend. These girls can be fake and venomous at times, okay? As the leader says, Mimi said, since we're talking, that Joseline is also signed to his label. He said, yeah, she signed with my management company, but we haven't worked together in a long damn time. Games. He gonna make Jocelyn jealous by fooling with this girl here, but cause y'all know she territorial when it comes to Stevie J. But anyway, we're gonna watch it play out like we don't know. Kirk and Rasheeda and them Frost Facts, they met up to with each other, and she talking about Jocelyn was on the real discussing their business, and she said she can't get a break, not even at work, because people be coming in there all the time asking her is she okay, and do she want them to handle Kirk ass for what he's done. This man is so insensitive. He told her just ignore it, Rasheeda. He said, look, at the time all this was happening, it was like we was married, but only on paper. You ain't want to be touching me. You ain't want to be bothered with me. And she admitted that that was true. But she also said just because that was going on, I didn't go out and cheat. And you should not have either, Kirk. But however, Rasheeda, in the interest of being fair, I must say this here. Girl, what you won't do, another woman will. And that's what happened. If you was feeling like you ain't want to be in this marriage no more, you should have just ended it with this man. That way you ain't have to be so embarrassed and humiliated by this. I don't understand how this season she's acting like this the first time he done made her look like a damn fool. But okay, we ain't gonna even do that. Okay? She want him to go take a DNA test, and he said no because he heard that this is what Jasmine does. She try to play people and shit for money. Well, Rasheeda said, we ain't finna be meeting up no more. And you give me a call only when you go take that DNA test, and she leave. Now Jocelyn, she comes back from LA taping the real, and Stevie she said Stevie said that although Jocelyn's sister kept little Bonnie Bella, he did go and see her every day. Now he wants them to get back to doing business together, and she ain't interested. He want her to move back in. She ain't interested. He touching on her and she letting him, but she started saying she ain't interested. And then she tells him, I'm moving to Miami and I want $20,000 a month child support. If you can get it, girl, get it. I ain't gonna knock you. Go ahead on if that's what you can get. Okay. I don't think you're gonna get that, but girl, it's always good to hope. And we all know what's the real tea because we follow y'all on IG, but we gonna play for the sake of this show that we don't know. Girl, good luck with that quest to get that $20,000 a month. Now let's go over to the grand reopening of Merci. And Karlie, everybody there to include Jaku, say he has a loss as to where their relationship going, but we gonna see. As the leader there, she said even though Karlie was rude to her, she still came out to support her. Although this shop looks like a flea market you see in downtown LA, I holler. Damn there, she's smiling and happy with her boo. Josh said, I've been wondering why you been smiling so much lately. Now I see. So they laughing and talking or whatnot. And next thing we know, here comes Karlie Redd. And who arm is she on? None other than Seeds from Black Ink. And baby, we do a to be continued at that point right there. I said, whatever, girl. Whatever. I guess we gonna see how this shit gonna play out next week. I This has been one of the this this show right here is so fucking, I don't know. I guess because we know. That's the thing about it. If they would keep this shit on wraps as far as keeping it off of social media, then we might could flow with some of the storylines better. But when we sitting here watching the show on Monday night, but all through the week we just seen Rasheeda and Kirk at Candace's birthday all white party she had. Toya was there. Tammie was there. I seen a couple of people there. It's hard to believe what they selling when we sit here and see what they do on their off time. Maybe Mona needs to work on that. I don't know. Maybe to bring the excitement back. But considering this is my favorite franchise of the Loving Household installments, I'm real disappointed in how lackluster this season is. It feels like I'm just watching some bullshit. But we gonna hang on in and see what this here gonna, we gonna see what the end gonna be like. Thank you all, my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I am she. I'm Lady Nika. Feel free to get down in the comment section at any time and have a conversation with me. I try to respond as quickly as possible. Sometimes I'm a little bit slow on getting the responses because I have a life outside of YouTube. But I do try to get each and every person responded back to. If I don't respond to you and your comment disappear, that means you was out of order and I deleted it. And you might be blocked. Ain't no telling. Just ain't no telling. But child, remember, the depth of your struggle will always determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, if you have not already, please like this video. Comment with me down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on last night's episode. Feel free to share this video on all of your social media sites or wherever you share videos. And subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys back momentarily. I'm going to do a Let's Chat video today so we can catch up on some stuff, okay? That's been going on in the world. Thank you all for your support. I appreciate everybody that was hitting me up. There's light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to be alright around here. But thank y'all for being concerned. And I'll see y'all on the next video, which will be a Let's Chat. Peace.